In my opinion, hammers are a boring weapon class in Dark Souls 3. So if I just randomly start talking about something else mid-sentence, just know it's because I really just lost interest. Number 8. The Blacksmith Hammer. This hammer is not as good as any other hammers in this class. It has less damage, the same scaling, and a less than good skill with mediocre infusions. If you want a good hammer, this is not what you're going to be looking for. If you want a cosplay hammer, look at literally nothing else. Number 7. The Heisle Pick. This is a weapon catalyst hybrid weapon for int strength users, which of course means it's mediocre at both of that. Its spell buff cannot beat other catalysts, which is to be expected, but its physical attacks can't even do enough to compensate for that. All of its power comes from a C in intelligence scaling, which is, of course, pretty nice. But all of its utility is from its spellcasting ability, because the moveset sucks. To be honest, it's just not that good. In fact, this weapon actually can't beat its straight sword counterpart in literally any way. For that and all its other mediocrity, I shall put it here and I will not be reconsidering it. Call me biased, but swords are better. Number 6, the club. So the club has the lowest base damage out of all the hammers, but like the mates, its beauty isn't in damage. It's in a basic weapon with incredible flexibility. This thing does excellent poise damage, really good base damage, and has some good infusions. Generally, it's just a great weapon. Plus, the club moveset is actually really quick for the hammer category. There are no downsides to this weapon at all, in my opinion. Number 5. The Reinforced Club. So in my opinion, this is a direct upgrade to the club in just about every way with actually similar scaling. Although this thing does have a competitor, and that is the Morning Star. In my opinion, the Morning Star is far better in damage, range, and durability, but the Reinforced Club has better scaling, bleed potential, speed, and stamina efficiency. Those two weapons are just so absolutely equal on so many levels that it really just depends on what you want. Number 4. The Morning Star. This is the Mace's stronger older brother in my opinion, with bleed damage to boot. At least it is at first, except the scaling just can't outclass the Mace. This weapon's competition being the Reinforced Club also helps it look a little bit better, since the Reinforced Club is only okay. Even so, it's a great weapon and still has some good utility. Unfortunately, bleed isn't that good on hammers because of the slow moveset. Even so, this and the Reinforced Club are just so close, it really just depends on which weapon you like more. So, really, these should be sharing the number 4 spot. Number 3, the Mace. So this thing is the basic hammer. But despite what most of you think when I say basic, this thing actually slaps. It has great damage with a really good strike focus, easy to pick up because of the low stat requirements, excellent scaling on infusions, and it can easily be considered one of the most reliable weapons. It's just good straight up. It's better than the Morningstar in damage at higher stats too, so even its older brother isn't always able to outclass it. I personally consider this to be the go-to mace for a new hammer run. Disagree with me all you want, but I think I'm right. Number 2, the Drang Hammers. Similar to other paired weapon, this thing has just slightly under the normal attack power at first. That is until you pair them. Holy crap, these things can do some serious damage. They can be infused too, which means they can do even more damage. Oh, and those infusions are mostly A scalings, which means you aren't going to find another weapon with attack power similar to these things. It's good upon good upon good. Its paired attacks add the speed needed to really destroy your enemies with ease, which is seen on so few hammers, which honestly makes it a really powerful status contender for hammer wielding status builds. Yeah, it's freaking good. And number 1, the Warpick. So this is a hammer with thrusting damage. Yeah, that's pretty dang good. If you didn't know, thrusting damage is actually pretty decent in this game. And this is the only non-great hammer that actually has that quirk. But you want to know why this thing is absolutely busted? This weapon somehow has innate shield pierce, and an insane amount of it too. 30% on light attacks, 40% on heavy attacks, and 60% on fully charged heavy attacks. That is just blatantly unfair. This is one of around 5 weapons with this trait, unless you count the sides, and it has the single most shield pierce out of all of them on light and heavy attacks. It's straight up good. It gets A infusions, has good damage, and all of its niche benefits make it an excellent weapon for any hammer build to use. And sure, it is niche, but the niche is good enough and still has enough basic utility to actually mean something for any build. This list was one of the closest lists to date, and I genuinely had trouble deciding what went where, since some of these are pretty much the exact same weapon, but spicy, with bleed and less damage. I mean, seriously, it's kind of boring when I have to talk about the same weapon 4 times, pretty much. Even so, I really appreciate you all for watching, and as always, happy hunting.